Hello, Echo. Have you gone through something recently? I have too. I have this reading that came up that felt poised with a message. The message was, stop fighting your path and surrender to spirit. And I feel like I have to clarify, because I got a lot of cards. But the cards will clarify in time. I see presently that you are the star. And I say presently because that wasn't always the case. Before a star forms, it lives in a nebula, right? So there's a lot of dust and chaos that are coming together to form all of these supermassive gases and a whole bunch of other things, right? It's a scientific alchemical process. And that is what you just went through, is what I see. I see in the past, and this is something that, as I was pulling the cards, really interested me, is that in the past I see backstabbing in multiple ways. I see these are like tangible physical experiences where people are stabbing you in the back and leaving you for dead. And I feel this is a stabbing in the heart chakra. That's a spiritual abandonment, spiritual lack, spiritual attack that people are perpetuating against you. And it was done by somebody who is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Right. So that's somebody who portends, and this could be multiple people. It's not just one I'm picking up on. Definitely not just one. But I'm picking up that these people attacked you specifically because you triggered them in a way you didn't mean to. And it's not your fault, but they perpetuated a shame that you internalized that you didn't have the context of. So it's like, okay, you can internalize certain things, but if you don't have the context of it, that internalization isn't proper, and it's going to damage certain things on the inside that are necessary for computing daily life experiences, nightly life experiences, spiritual experiences in general, right? And so that's something that I felt for you in the past, but because now you're entering your star energy, it feels like you have recently discovered something, or wasn't necessarily even that they told you. It could be like a spiritual discovery or a subconscious understanding of why these things were happening. Like there was something that happened recently that, I guess, solidified in your brain exactly why these things happened. And I believe the reason why it's solidified in your brain is because something's telling me that spiritually you've accomplished your shadow work. Not necessarily like accomplished it like it's done, but you are, if you noticed, she is light and she is dark. You, through endless probing of why this happened, because it's not gone unnoticed by you. You've been confused this entire time. But it was something about your shadow. You were living within your shadow and you hadn't accepted your light yet. And these people had only seen your light, but they felt the darkness of your shadow, and it triggered them, it confused them, it scared them. That was nothing you could help, right? Because you were just working with what it was that you had. There was nothing that was telling you this was something you even had to be conscious of. You had to actually put forward the effort in order to be conscious of this as a fact. And I'm seeing alongside of this Queen of Wands energy in reverse, because this person was not the only person who viewed you as a target subconsciously. I'm also seeing that there was somebody who showed you that they were the Emperor in reverse. And I'm not seeing that this is a physical mischaracterization. I'm seeing it's a spiritual one. There was a path that you were on where you were following a specific deity or a spirit where they misled you. And it was something this entity did on purpose. They made you believe that they were the only one who got you. They made you believe that you were soul family. They made you believe that they knew what the truth was, that because you seek truth so strongly, they wanted you to believe that they had it, right? And they kept running you in circles, making you do all these trials and tribulations, running you through the ground, running you ragged. And it was when you finally decided to put up a boundary is when they decided to mistreat you. And it was when they decided to mistreat you where you walked away. And take this as it resonates, please. But this energy was 100% not an emperor. This energy, and I'm going to show you exactly what this energy really was. It was the devil. And I'm not saying Lucifer, and I'm not saying Satan. I'm saying this spirit that was abusing you, because that is what it is. It's spiritual abuse that they were putting onto you. They used your ignorance, you being a beginner. They used your faith, your love, because it wasn't even that you were a beginner. It was that you had so much love for them in your heart because they were such a familiar soul to you. You had experienced so many lifetimes with them that you thought they would never harm you. You thought that what you had always was something incredibly pure. And it was the sadness and the reintegration of your light and shadow aspects that showed you that they actually were not good at all. And they were performing spiritual malfeasance on you. And I'm seeing that this spirit worked with other spirits that they are connected to mess you up, to harm you, to bring spiritual incongruence into your physical life, into your tangible physical life. That's what they did. And you see that. You see this pentacle that the page is holding? Typically the page is supposed to be learning how to take care of that pentacle. The page is supposed to be learning in general how to care for specific things and how to bring in abundance and all these things. Well, I'm seeing that this person with a group of other individuals, whether that be spirit or otherwise, maybe they even have people physically working with them that they got to do this ritual, take it as it resonates. And they were doing this specifically to take your abundance away from you. Your spiritual prime is what that they were seeking, because your spiritual prime is above theirs. And as long as they kept you beneath them, you were subject to them, right? Or yeah, you were subject to them. They wanted you to be their subject. They believed them to be above you. And it was you understanding and integrating this shadow aspect and learning how to balance the two. You, while being tied to this individual, and this is how strong you are, while being tied to this devilish reverse emperor individual, you were able to find your own light and release the shame that people projected onto you over your own light. And that is something, that is why they wanted you to begin with, because you can do that. You see all the shadow in them. You see all the horrific aspects of this individual, and you still see light, because that's what you're programmed to. Your soul specifically, the core of your soul specifically is programmed to see light. And so because of that, there are other malicious entities who are going to put a million things in your path and pile on and pile on and pile on and take from you while you sit there parched. You can live a while without food. You can't live a while without water. You can't. You see what I mean? And so this person reversed your magic. They made it so that you couldn't perform spiritually. And they made it so that you couldn't do magic. You couldn't influence anything. You couldn't send anything. You couldn't even protect yourself, is what I'm seeing here. They made it so you couldn't. And it was when there's something about a fool's energy that I'm feeling here, where it was regardless. It was despite the fact that they tried so hard to put you down. Regardless, You took that jump off the ledge because in your soul, you knew that this was true, that if you had wings, they would carry you regardless. And it was that leap of faith that brought you to the Ace of Cups, where you figured out a way to fill your own cup to the point where now it overflows and leaves fertile soil on the planet. That's just how you are. That's just how you are. And I see the sun and the lovers. You became your own light. And the universe has a gift for you. And it is centered entirely in love. And it's a love that you won't ever have to wonder if it's being reciprocated or not, because you'll see it every day. You'll see it subconsciously. You will develop a secure attachment with spirit. You won't be anxious avoidant anymore. You, within your own time, are developing a secure attachment with magic and spirit, and it's about time, baby. I see that you're no longer denying yourself the love that the universe wants to give you, and the reason why is because you're no longer in denial of the path that you're supposed to walk. We have the moon here, which is spirit. The moon in this context here is entirely spirit. You see the wolf and the dachshund, and there is a lobster with the ankh and a black void square in the middle. It's a spiritual box, like one of those traps. And they're howling over it. The ankh feels like spiritual immortality is what you've been given, because you see all these, because this is the Seven of Cups in reverse. These are all the paths of spirit that you're understanding are not for you anymore. You're starting to be able to discern what is for you and what is for others. And in doing so, the cosmos, not just the universe, because there are other universes within the cosmos, but the cosmos is actually like super proud of you, dude. Is like what I'm getting. Like, you see this genie guy? Okay, do you guys remember Aladdin? Like Robin Williams Aladdin, like the way that the genie was just your hype man. Like he told you full on everything. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm not going to let you say that I lied to you. I'm just going to be very honest. You know what I mean? I can't make anybody fall in love with you, and I can't do a certain specific other thing that I haven't seen the movie in a while, so I don't know yet. I have to rewatch the movie, right? But like the same way that the genie was Aladdin's hype man, he was his dude. The cosmos is your hype man. The cosmos is your dude. The cosmos kind of loves you right now. And you love the cosmos back, which is interesting because I see that you just went through like this extremely... And I can't say that it was heartbreaking, funny enough, but I can say that it was earth-shattering. It didn't break your heart. It reinforced the love that you had within it, but it was earth-shattering in a way where now you have to find a new normal. And with this Nine of Cups, there is only one cup that has something in it. And that's the cup that you know that you have to pick. That's the cup that calls to you. And maybe the life path number 9 or spirit path number 9 might really resonate with you. I know personally my life path is number 9. My spirit path is number 9. 303, as I said that's cute. But yeah, kind of, oh, it feels beautiful. Hi. So the phone got too warm. I had to get out of the car. Luckily, the reading part was already done, but I did want to like touch upon that thing that I mentioned earlier about what was going on. Because you're not the only one who just went through things. My cat just died. If you have seen my video, I think the title is There's Only One Path and You're on It. He's the little guy, the little gray cat, who's sitting on the green chair. He just passed away from FIP, and it was really sad. And there were certain things with it where I struggle a little bit. Like, for example, one of the things is I had a reading a couple weeks ago, and in that reading, someone told me that I was going to experience the grief, like the loss of an animal. And I'm not gonna lie, I do my readings and I read into the cosmos and I see those things. I never fully believed in like futurism, like psychic futurism, because I like the belief of free will. And I think that there was something about it where she said it where I thought it was my elderly dog. She's still with us for now. But it turned out not to be her. It was my little guy. He just turned a year old. But the spirit has been making it abundantly clear that they're supporting me in this, and I think that it is also a good sign. For some reason I was called to even put this in the video, that they are also supporting you. Like after, because you went in my arms, but after that happened and everything with the vets and setting everything up, and I came home and I took a nap, and in that dream felt like sunlight was filtering through my eyes, and I saw him walk into the light, and I felt like this peace. And when I got up from my sleep, I went and took a shower, and out of the corner of my eye I saw him jump back on the counter like he was still with me, like he never went, you know. And it's really hard to say surrender to spirit during really, really hard times like grief or like economic instability and stuff like that. But I think that maybe we should give spirit a little bit of slack, because even through all of this that we're going through, they're still putting forward the effort and trying to tell us that they're still here and they love us as much as we love them. Yeah. Have a beautiful day, Echo.